Hello guys, Robot1 here, coming at you with the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! A segment on my channel where I talk about cards coming out later on in the game, discuss them, see if they're good, see if they're bad, and just generally talk about them. Now, we have got two new themes to talk about, one coming in Chaos Impact, and one coming from a new set which name I don't actually know, because obviously, being a Yu-Gi tuber, I can just be like, oh, what set is this? It's DBMF. Whatever set that is. But yeah, we've got two new archetypes coming out. One is a very sadistic looking chain archetype, and the other looks like a Gundam archetype. So, don't know what I'm expecting from these two. Haven't read them. Well, I've read the chain archetype, but I wanted to kind of talk about it nonetheless. And I haven't read the DBMF Gundam archetype. So, I'm going to be talking about these in today's video, seeing what they are, seeing what they do, and just discussing them in general and seeing if they'll be good later in the game. So we'll start off with Hakai, the new chain archetype. So we've got Hakai Doji Arha, level 3 fire fiend effect monster, 1500 attack, 1500 defense. You can only use this card's name's first and second effect monster turn each. You can target one card you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn, except Fiend monsters. So this is the effect that I believe that is on every Hakai monster. So you can just destroy a card and then special summon it. And if this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, except Hakai Doji's effect, you can special summon one Hakai monster from your hand or deck. So this, we'll read the other one as well, just so we can get it. Quick effect, you can target one card you control, destroy it. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for turn except Fiend monsters, and it's Hakai Doji Rakia. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or effect, you special summon one Hakai monster from your deck. So, first two main monsters, these are purely, you kill them with each other, you special summon the other. Simple, am I right? And honestly, the artwork on these things looks so nice. So nice. But yeah, let's get into the next one, which actually doesn't have the same effect. And also, the best part about these two monsters is that you're basically guaranteed a Link 2, but it can only be a Fiend Link 2 monster. So, obviously, things change, things happen. Hopefully, we'll get some better Link 2 Fiend monsters. But this deck does have its own Link monsters, so we'll continue nonetheless. So, Hakai Ishin no Megatama. I'm probably just destroying these Japanese names. I'm terrible. I can't read in it. Level 8 Dark Fiend effects monster, 0 attack, 3000 defense. You can only use the second and third effects of this card's name once per turn. Gains 300 attack for each Hakai card in your graveyard. So you just want to fill 6 of these in the grave and put this up to 24. Sure. Second effect, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Immediately after this effect resolves, Link summon one Dark Link monster using monsters your opponent controls. Using that monster your opponent controls as material. So, this is the theme of the deck. Essentially, the theme of the deck is you can link with your opponent's cards. And that is a very interesting new theme that I wanted to talk about in this video, because it's something that we've, you wouldn't think there would just be effects that would just instantly let us link with our opponent's cards. And cards having this effect is insane. And also, you can special summon it off either of the little ones. So you're guaranteed a Link 2 on the spot. So it's pretty good. And its third effect is, if this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target one Hakai monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So this dies, you get to special summon something for free. Pretty good. Okay, but let's get on into their Link monsters, because they're pretty good as well. So 1800 attack, Link 2, up, down, arrows, Hakai Ashin Ragia. So essentially, they're kind of mixing these two together, I guess. 2 monsters, including a Hakanashi, monster, so it has to be this one. You can't just use the little ones, you need to use the big one. You can only use this effect once, first and second effect once per turn each. During your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can target one face-up special monster your opponent controls. Sorry, you summoned that Phoenix, I'm going to take it. Immediately after this card effect resolves, link summon one Dark Link monster except Hakanashi Raiga, using only that opponent's monster and this card you control as material. So, the good thing about this is you're guaranteed to go into a Link 2. And it's just free disruption on your opponent's turn, which is nice as well. You can just put like tons of traps and stuff in this deck, and disruptions, and then when your opponent tries to play the game, you just do this, take their monster, then you have all these floodgates and possibly negates as well that work really nicely with this deck. So really cool going in. Really cool, really cool. Second effect, if this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target one field monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Okay, next, Hakanashi Arba, link 3, arrows up, bottom left, bottom right, 2400 attack, includes 2+ monsters, including a Hakanashi monster, so you're going to have to use the link 2 or this one. And you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls immediately after this card effect resolves. Link summon one dark monster from your extra deck, using only that opponent's monster and this card as material. So, this is the basic theme of the deck. It steals your opponent's monsters to be able to go into its own bigger monsters. And that is really nice. And I really do like the artwork. Like, you've got the Arba. Wait, no, not Arba. You've got Raiga just sitting on this big red dog, and it just looks really nice. It kind of reminds me of Blackrock Shooter, when she's sitting on there as well. And if this card is on the field, is destroyed by battle card effect, target one field monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So yeah, it's just recyclability and just steal your opponent's cards. It's great. And finally, Hakai Shohoshin Raigo, the link 4 of the arc deck. Its arrows are all on the bottom and one on the top. 3000 attack, 2+ monsters, including a link monster. So this is generic in a sense. If a card on the field is destroyed by battle card effect, other than a Hakai Sojin Doji, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. So if you kill something by something that isn't itself, you can kill an extra card. When another monster on the field is destroyed by battle, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. It's just pop. During the end phase, so you can target one card on the field, destroy it. So essentially, this is a continuous pop that is just infinitely better than a lot of things, and it's generic. Like, this is insane. Just having the ability to, if you pop something with an effect, pop another card. If you destroy a monster, pop a card. If you end the turn, pop a card. Like, that's just generic destruction, and it's great having something like this, and it's just really, really cool in general. And seeing as it's generic means it can be used in multiple decks, and I can already see decks using this just wildly as well. So really cool thing as well, and I'll see this in Solomon Grit as well. I'm probably gonna play this in Solomon Grit. End phase pop. I pop something with rage. Pop one more card. Fun. But for spells, the Shackles of Soho. You can only activate the first effect and second once per turn. You can add one Hakai card from your deck to your hand, so it's got a rotor. If this set card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, you can special one Hakai monster from your deck. Okay. Whale of the Hakayashi. Continuous spell. You can only use first second effect once per turn. If you link summon a Hakai link monster, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. I'ma steal your stuff. I'm gonna pop extra cards. Let's go. If the set card on the field is destroyed by effect, you can special one Hakai monster from your deck. So that's the generic effect of the spells. Hakai Homily, normal trap. You can only use the first and second effect of this card once per turn. Target one Hakai monster you control and one card on the field. Destroy both of those cards. You're just getting infinite resources, and it's so good. And if this set card is destroyed, you can special summon one Hakai monster from your deck. And the last card is Hakai Dual Dirge. You can special summon one Hakai monster from your hand or graveyard. So this is basically, I drew level 8 so I can play the game. And if the set card, special summon a Hakai monster from your deck. So looking at this deck in general, I think this is a very cool deck. Just having the ability to steal your opponent's cards to then link summon into your own cards, having the ability to just destroy anything you want with a generic Link 4, and then get an additional pop if you destroy it with something else. Like, this archetype is really cool and really interesting, and I really like how they're going. And I'm going to test this out. I'm going to play this. If I like, this week's stream might just be on Yugioh Pro, just so I can play this deck, because I want to fiddle with this deck. I want to play it. I want to see where I can do with it. But yeah, this is the first archetype I wanted to talk about. It's a new archetype coming out in Chaos Impact, and it's really cool. And the artwork is going to be rated to so much, or we just won't get it, because this, like, everyone's in chains. Like, come on. But yeah, really cool, really interesting, and I can't believe they're putting an Iron Maiden on a card. But yeah, so that's Hakai. Let's look at the other archetype, which is the Slayers. So, Processlayer. Processlayer Sigma, level 4 Cyberse Tuner effect monster. 1000 attack, 1500 defense. I don't know what any of these cards do. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. If you control no monsters in your extra monster zone, and this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can activate this effect. For the rest of this turn, you cannot special monsters from the extra deck except Cyberse monsters. Also, you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. Huh. Nice, generic. Interesting. If this card you control is used as synchro material for a Rose Slayer monster, you can treat it as a non-tuner. So it's a tuner Cyberse that can just special summon itself for free. That's actually really good. Yeah, that's actually really good. I haven't read it, so that, like, this is actually really cool. This is a light. So, oh, is this going to be like base of the Ignis? Because we got a dark one now. Okay, Processlayer Nebula, level 4 Dark Cyberse, 1000 attack, 1500 defense. Okay, so it seems they all have the same stats. You can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. You contribute one Cyberse monster, special summon one Roast monster from your deck. Okay, so tribute itself, then special summon something decent from the deck. Alright. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Cyberse monster you control in your extra monster zone. It can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. Okay. If it didn't have on monsters, this card would be busted. But just having the ability to tribute itself to summon any Processlayer monster, depending on what the other Processlayers we have, this could be really good. So we have Processlayer Adian. If this does not have a search effect, I will be very disappointed. It's fire, 1000 attack, 1000 defense. You can only use each effect once per turn. Okay, so you can target one face-up card on the field for the rest of this turn. You can special summon monsters from the extra except Cyberse monsters. Also special summon this card from your hand. And if you do, you can target one monster, gain 1000 attack until the end of the turn. Also, this card cannot attack this. You've got a name with Adian in your name. Oh, you could have been a searcher. Why aren't you the searcher? If there's a searcher and it's, I am disappointed, Konami. I am disappointed. You do so many cheeky crap with so many cards, which is totally awesome, but you can't do you can't make a card that's literal name is Adian have a search effect. Are you serious? Come on. But giving a boost to any Cyberse monster is nice, I suppose. Okay, Processlayer Subtra, 1000 attack, 1000 defense. You can target one face-up monster on the field for the rest of this turn. You can special summon monsters from the extra deck except Cyberse monsters. Special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, target one monster, loses 1000 attack until the end of the turn. Okay, so these are kind of like mirroring each other, where this one boosts, this one does, this one decreases. So Interesting. Interesting. And they're fire, so they can work in Salamangreat to a degree. All right. So Processlayer Multiplier. Level 4 Earth Cyberse Effect Monster. 500 attack, 2000 defense. Okay. You can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. You can target one level 4 Cyberse monster you control. Its level becomes 8 until the end of the turn. Okay. Interesting. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Cyberse monster you control in the extra monster zone. Double its attack until the end of the turn. Okay. That's nice. So basically you get to just get a free level 8 monster, maybe making some rank 8 play, I don't know, and you get to just make its attack double if this card is sent to the graveyard. So link this off into Cyberse, double its attack. Nice. Nice. Okay, so we have Processlayer Division. Okay, so like I'm seeing the pattern now. They're going to be mirroring. So 1500 attack, 1000 defense. You contribute one Cyberse monster you control in the extra monster zone, especially someone up to one level 4 Cyberse monster, each from your hand and graveyard. Wait. You contribute one Cyberse monster you control in the extra monster zone, special up to one level 4 Cyberse monster, each from your hand. Oh, so it summons 2 Cyberse monsters, one from your hand, one from your grave. Okay. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one level 4, one face-up monster on the field, have its attack until the end of the turn. Yeah, so they're mirroring each other. Cool. Oh, it's a Synchro archetype. Okay. Processlayer Magma. Level 8, Fire Cyber Synchro Tuner Effect Monster. 2500 attack. Okay. 1 tuner, 1 plus non-tuner monsters. You can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. When this card destroys a monster by battle, you can take up to 2 more cards your opponent controls, destroy them. Okay, so you just kill something and get to pop 2 cards. Nice. If this card is destroyed by battle, or if this card is in its owner's possession, is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can add 1 Processlayer spell from your deck to your hand. Okay. I don't think this is that good, but it's not bad. It gives you free resource management as well on spells, depending on what their spells do. So that's a level 12 Synchro. This card best be good. Processlayer Final Sigma. Okay. Level 12, Fire Cyber Synchro Effect Monsters. 3000 attack, 0 defense. 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner monsters. Okay, so you're probably making this by using this to double a monster's attack, then using the tuner plus hit plus this to go in. Okay, cool. Unaffected by card effects except those of Processlayer cards while in the extra monster zone. Okay. Double any battle damage this card inflicts to your opponent if this card battles an opponent's monster while this card's in the extra monster zone. What? So I synchro this, double its attack to 6k, attack a monster. Okay. Sick. Double damage me, daddy. If this card is destroyed by battle, or if this card's in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can add 1 Processlayer card from your deck to your hand. Okay, so the Synchros have the same effects. So this one adds Processlayer cards, and the other one adds Spell and Traps. Okay, so let's see what else we got. So we got Batch Processlayer. It's an Xyz monster. Okay. Laplacian. Rank 4 Earth Cyberse Effect Monster, 2000 attack, 0 defense. 3 level 4 monsters. What is this, a Tellarknight? You're going to use the first effect of this card once per turn. If this card is Xyz summoned, you can detach up to 3 Xyz material from this card that activate the number of effects of that number of these effects. So it's I can't remember. Time Thief Redoer. So send 1 random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. Send 1 monster your opponent controls to the graveyard. Send 1 spin and trap card your opponent controls to the graveyard. What? So I can just I'm basically, it's a pseudo Trish, I guess. Not bad at all. But how consistently can you get 3 level 4s on board? That's the real question. If a Processlayer monster cards, if a Processlayer card you control would be destroyed by battle, you can do just one material from the card. Okay, so that's the part where it's like, okay, I kind of don't want to detach because one of the reasons why, because it protects like my stuff. Okay, but I haven't seen any link monsters like that. This is upsetting. There aren't any link monsters, so that's a bit of a problem. So, but let's see what the actual spells do. So, Processlayer formula. Normal spell. You can target 1 Processlayer monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and if you do it, gain 1,000 seconds till the end of the turn. Okay, so big guy dies, summon it back. Nice. Equip spell, Processlayer Divider Nayuta. Equip only to a Cyber's monster. Only use the first 6 effective once per turn. If the equipped monster battles an opponent's monster during damage calculation, you can send 1 Processlayer monster from your deck to the graveyard. The equipped monster gains attack equal to that monster. Oh, it's just big damage. It's just big damage. Okay. If this card is sent from the spell and trap card zone to the graveyard, you can target 1 Processlayer card in your graveyard, except for Pro's Divider Nayuta, add it to your hand. Okay. Interesting. Trapped Processlayer Induction. Continuous trap card. You can Cyber's monsters you control gain 500 attack. Alright. If you control a Processlayer monster, you can send this card from face-up card you control to the graveyard, then target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy it. Okay. You would only use it for the pop effect. I doubt, I guess damage step, gain 500, screw you. Okay, so Process Super Factorial. Normal trap, can only use the first effect of this card, staying once per turn. Target up to 3 Processlayer monsters with different names in your graveyard. Special summon them, but their effects are negated. Okay, so it's got multiple effects, but their effects are negated, and if you do immediately after this card effect resolves, synchro summon 1 Process Synchro monster. Using only those monsters, these synchro materials are shuffled into the deck instead of being sent to the graveyard. Okay, special summon them, but their effects are negated, and immediately after this card resolves, exceed summon 1 Processlayer monster. So, what I'm seeing is, I'm going to summon 3 monsters and either summon a level 12 synchro or summon an Xyz monster that will let me send a spell, monster, and card from your hand to the graveyard. Huh? Wow, okay, so that's all the cards in this archetype. And honestly, these cards are pretty good. This card is great. It just summons itself for free and is like a tuner, so you can synchro into level 12. This tributes something to summon another Cyberse, preferably this one to make level 8. This summons itself, makes a monster boosted by a K. This summons itself, decreases a monster by a K. This summons 2 things, one from the hand and the grave. This destroys cards and searches when destroyed. This just says, I'm gonna kill you. This says, I'm gonna non-target send any of your cards to the graveyard. And you got a Monster Reborn, you got a recyclability / just more damage. You got a pop, and you've got a Call of the Haunted for 3 monsters. This is a good archetype. Both of these archetypes that we talked about in this video, the Hakai and the Processlayer cards are actually really cool, really good, and they both work very well in tandem together. I'm playing both of these on stream now, regardless. So watch out for that video because these 2 archetypes are sick. But guys, what do you think of these archetypes? I personally think there are 2 really good archetypes. They have a very high potential depending on where you go with them, and they can definitely be in archetypes that can be meta very easily, especially the Processlayer one. This one, because it's just I'm gonna kill you. You're not gonna stop me. I'm gonna kill you, and it's really, really interesting. So, guys, tell me what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Press the notification bell. I'll see you on stream on Thursdays at 7 p.m. UK, 8 p.m. UK time. And yeah, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As I said, Robot1 signing out. These cards look really cool. Later, guys.